According to the Turning Point USA whistleblowers I spoke with, the Bible wasn't weaved into Charlie's book. He was Christian. This was the foundation of his entire brand, his entire message, his entire identity. And then, overnight, his final book supposedly pivoted into something completely foreign to everything he ever taught. And if that doesn't trouble you, it should. Because for anybody who followed Charlie, supported him, or trusted what he stood for, the idea that his last major work had been hijacked by somebody else's agenda isn't just strange, it's offensive.
Look, man, people seriously have no clue how deep this goes. I wasn't just some dude who bought a turning hoodie once. I dropped 7 figures into that place. That kind of money gets you in the back rooms. I knew Charlie before all the noise, before the cameras, when he was just a straight-up Christian kid trying to defend his faith. No secret agendas, no weird side missions. So when he said he was writing this book, figured I knew the vibe. Bible talk, cultural stuff, all the good stuff he always cared about. And the early drafts? Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I saw them myself. It was classic Charlie. Then the whole thing flipped, literally overnight, right after he found out the truth about his wife. People keep saying it was just different faith backgrounds. Nah, don't kid yourself. What she had wasn't faith. It was loyalty to this shadow group nobody talks about in public. The synagogue of Satan. Think Illuminati energy, but without the memes. Real old families, real money, real power. They don't recruit people, they place people. And she wasn't a spouse, she was a placement. When Charlie figured that out, dude was wrecked. He told me straight up he was getting ready to leave her. Divorce papers weren't a maybe, they were coming. He finally realized his whole marriage was basically orchestrated. Like some dark force cast her into his life on purpose. And then, shocker, he's dead a few days later, and that's when the book changed. I'm telling you right now, the version they put out to the public, that is not the book he wrote. They rewrote whole sections. They stuck in weird spiritual stuff he never believed in. They twisted the tone, the message, everything. It's a cover job, man. They're muddying the waters so bad that people are second guessing who he even was. This fake book gives her an out. It gives Israel an out, and it gave the people who ended Charlie's life a clean story to hide behind.
Remember the Chabad tunnels under Brooklyn? Secret passages, stained mattresses, high chairs, and total panic when cops showed up. These modern Jews practice Kabbalah sorcery, blood rites, spirit invocation, and necromancy that even the Torah itself calls an abomination. The synagogue of Satan isn't Christian.
They were using a book called the Book of Life and Death, the Tibetan Book of Life and Death, to resurrect one of their rabbis. And they said they succeeded. So what they do, they said they were getting bodies. They said they're from Jews who just died recently. I don't know about that. But they were making incisions on these with these bodies on a bed and using this book to resurrect people. And they said they succeeded. They're not going to tell you who, though. They said they can't tell you who the resurrected old rabbi came in the form of. They had to get a body, but they're not going to tell you which body was resurrected to make the guy come back. So that's creepy. That was straight out of their mouths, too. They said that. We'll find a clip of that soon.
Christianity's friend, and it never was.
Why was there a mattress in the tunnels, and what is this stain? A lot of folks are wondering, is this stain feces?
No, it's not feces.
What
the
is
stain
it?
is blood, and basically we did rituals. I said that before. There were some rituals that we do in the tunnels, and sometimes the rituals might involve someone who recently died, and we'll bring them down
This is it.
And we're trying to do a ritual to bring back the Messiah, which is a Schneerson, if you heard about him on the news. So he died many years ago, but we have rituals that we believe we can bring him back.
And while they're busy shredding the Epstein files, sacrificing children, and erasing anybody who gets too close to the truth, Netanyahu has declared war on American free speech. And his minions in Congress are working overtime to pass hate speech laws that will allow them to arrest anybody who refuses to bend the knee.
And so the way we're going to approach this is through a hate crime kicker. So if you graffiti a building, it's a crime now. But if your motivation is hate, it will be a third-degree felony. You will spend 5 years in prison. If you want to litter, it's a crime right now. But if you litter and if your motivation is a hate crime, it will be a third-degree felony. You will spend 5 years in jail. It is a crime right now to hang banners from an interstate. For obvious reasons, we don't want to distract drivers. But if you do that and you have a hate crime, a hate motivation, it will be a third-degree felony. You will spend 5 years in jail.
How optimistic are you of moving this bill along?
I guarantee the bill will pass.
BP.net/TPV.
Awfully arrogant there,
Do it now.
Mr. Fine.
Because
What the ever? Oh yeah, so here we go. We got another one here. Coordinated to kill
Sad files
Charlie.
reveal the Charlie Kirk assassination wasn't a random act by a lone gunman. It was a cold, calculated leadership transition at the top of the most influential political movement in America, and a shameless political U-turn. The files reveal the same Turning Point USA insiders aggressively shutting down every question are the ones with the most to hide. Want the complete unfiltered truth about Ben Shapiro's role in coordinating the operation, Tyler Bauer's Romania connections, Andrew Colvette's financial motives, and Mikey McCoy's suspicious movements straight from their leaked Mossad files? Buckle up. This is red hot and as dangerous as it gets. Before including files taken from Prime Minister Netanyahu's personal cache. The first casualty of the leaks was FBI Director Kash Patel, whose private emails were dumped online,
Yeah, I saw
igniting
those.
a political firestorm. Don't be like Kash. Go to
Jesus
vp.net/TPV.
Christ, man, too much.
This is a full-scale information war, and everything we've been told about the assassination just exploded.
As the whole world knows, we have access to the Mossad archive. We read everything. It is very clear now. This assassination was not what they say. It was an operation to change the leadership and the politics. I don't think I need to explain why. But for those who are maybe a little slow or who watch the cable news, Charlie was turning his back on Netanyahu's Israel.
Sure
The
was.
files are clear. This was a classic IDF operation, right down to their weapon of choice, an exploding device. But on this occasion, they were working in lockstep with senior TPUSA staff.
We've got the details straight from the Mossad files on the operational roles of various Turning Point USA staff, including now CEO Erica Kirk, Andrew Colvette, and even the Daily Wire's Ben Shapiro. Coming right up. But first,
Why? Shouldn't they be desperate for justice for their friend, unless they are desperate to keep the investigation away from themselves?
keeping the investigation away from themselves is going to become increasingly difficult as the Tyler Robinson trial grinds on and continues to expose the FedStop narrative for what it is, a steaming pile of horseshit.